Hello everybody and welcome to another video. Today we are going to try UK fast food for 24 hours.
Of course, the UK has lots of international fast food chains like Burger King and KFC. We've already tried those in the past, of course. Today we want to try mostly places and items that we've never had before. And for breakfast we're going to start at Wenzel's, which I've never had and only recently heard about. So let's go.
So we just got home and we are ready to try our Wenzel's. They actually don't have any seating in there at all. I'm sure that it's maybe not like that at all of the locations, but the one we were at didn't have any seating. So if you don't know what Wenzel's is, it seems like it's a more posh, upscale version of Greg's. They actually sell freshly baked bread and all these other things as well, which is quite interesting to see. But they also sell a lot of the same traditional things that Greg's would sell, including sausage rolls, all sorts of bakes, baguettes, sandwiches, and they also have coffee and things like that, as you can see. We decided to get a little assortment of things that we wanted to try, some more traditional things and some that were a little bit more strange. As you can see, of course, I need to start off my day with a coffee. Greg's also has coffee, and if you haven't seen our video yet, you should go watch it because we did make a Greg's video where we tried a bunch of different things there. This is just a traditional cappuccino, nothing special. Nice and hot, fresh. They use those kind of machines that the hotels use, so I mean, it's not exactly like some handcrafted coffee, but pretty good for what it is. And of course, we had to get their sausage roll. We don't have a lot of experience with sausage rolls, but we did try Greg's, so that's all I can compare to. So we'll see if this is better. I have to admit, it's been a while since we've had Greg's, but I don't know, man. This pastry is so flaky, so buttery. A sausage roll, obviously really savory. I don't know, like I don't have Greg's every day in my life, but this definitely seems like maybe a little bit of a step up from a Greg's sausage roll. It's really, really good, actually.
I think Wenzel's is basically a London institution more so. I think it's from Watford, and now I think there's more branches in other areas as well, but I don't think it has gotten to like Northern Ireland or Scotland or anything like that yet. So yeah, even though I lived in the UK and Scotland for a few years in the past, I had never heard of Wenzel's. And I think some people in the comments of our Greg's video actually told us to try Wenzel's, so I'm quite excited for this. It's really yummy. The sausage has like spices in it and the pastry is really good. It's really flaky, buttery. They do have a vegan sausage roll as well, which look quite different, I think, than this one. And at Greg's, they look the same. So I'm curious to know what the difference is, apart from it being vegan. But this is quite yummy.
Better than Greg's?
I don't know. I think it's quite similar, to be honest. I don't know if I could taste the difference. The next thing we have is the steak bake, because we did want to have a few classics. Let's see. This was our favorite item that we had from Greg's, I think, or one of them.
That crunch.
The pastry is good. I think better than the sausage roll. But I didn't get any steak yet. I feel like I need to freeze it out a bit. Really tasty. Steak's delicious, but I feel like there's mostly just sauce in it. That's something that used to be a criticism I had when it came to the steak bakes or bakes in general at Greg's. And then when we had it last time, there were so many chunks and I was really surprised. But this one seems to be mostly sauce and some really tiny chunks, so it tastes good, but I would like more chunks.
I actually just got a massive chunk of meat in my bite, but it is very saucy. I do think maybe the Greg's one did have more meat, but I think the quality of this one maybe tastes better. And I do really like the gravy inside as well. And also maybe the pastry is just a little bit better at Wenzel's. Yeah. More buttery, flaky, but not overly greasy. This is really, really good. I don't know. Both Greg's and Wenzel's so far have been pretty good. I'm excited to try some of these other items. Steak bake, pretty freaking good. Our next item is the Jamaican Beef Patty. Now this was something that, of course, when I saw this on the menu, I absolutely had to get. Definitely not an item I've ever seen at Greg's before. Could be wrong. If you haven't seen one of our past London videos, we actually did a London market video where we went to Greenwich Market, Borough Market, and a couple of the other ones, and we did get a Jamaican Beef Patty in that video, so you should check that out. Let's see how this compares to that one. Hot. So unlike in our Greg's video, we actually have access to a microwave this time, so we were able to heat everything up and eat it as intended. This is pretty freaking good. It actually does have that nice Jamaican spice that I was expecting. It's pretty saucy, definitely doesn't have any meaty chunks. It's more like, again, a paste. But as we said for all the other ones, very flaky, buttery crust. Definitely not as good as the one that we had at the Greenwich Market, but honestly, for a quick fast food kind of style baked good item, pretty good, not bad.
Spicy. A little bit spicy. It's pretty tasty. The one from Greenwich Market was a bit too saucy for me as well, and so is this one. So honestly, I don't think it's that much different. It's pretty tasty though. It's spicy though.
Yeah, it's a Jamaican Beef Patty. It's supposed to be spicy.
I'm not good with spice. They also had a Cornish pasty. Yeah, if we didn't eat fast food all day today, I would have totally gotten that one as well, but we kind of had to like restrain ourselves. Wenzel's has a bunch of baguettes and paninis as well, and some other like bloomer sandwiches. And we decided to get the southern fried chicken on a brown seed bread. Like they had white bread and then like brown bread. Let's see. This is okay, but there's just lettuce and a few strips of chicken. I feel like it needs a lot more filling and maybe something else than just like lettuce. Like I feel like the half of the sandwich is lettuce. The bread's nice though, and the chicken's nice too. It's just not enough of it.
Yeah, as Ani said, the bread itself is really good, but the sandwich is pretty basic. I feel like you'd probably benefit from getting one of the more mayonnaise-based sandwiches. They had like tuna mayo and chicken mayo and all these other ones, because I feel like otherwise it's kind of dry. There's a little bit of mayonnaise, but it's mostly just lettuce and a couple pieces of chicken. Maybe not the best choice, but I'd be willing to try another one and see how that went. But yeah, this one's just okay. Much like Greg's, Wenzel's actually has meal deals as well. So with the coffee and the baguette sandwich, we were also given the option to add on a donut or a bag of chips, I think it was. We asked the guy what donut he would suggest we add, and he kind of just named off all the donuts they have, so it wasn't really particularly helpful. So we just went with a traditional jelly donut for a nice base of comparison. Let's see. Raspberry?
Oh, really?
I think so. Wow. I have to say, I am pleasantly surprised by this donut. This is really good, and it is jam-packed full of jam. Probably one of the better things that we've had so far, and I'd be interested to try a few more of the desserts. We actually still have one more coming up, but this is a pretty dang good jelly donut.
This feels very, very fluffy and squishy. That jam is really, really good. Very sweet, very fluffy, sugary, 9 out of 10. One really cool item they have is a cronut. They have two kinds, I think, at the moment. The Biscoff and Nutella one, because it's Easter time, they have cream egg ones as well, and other cream egg desserts. But this is very exciting. So basically it's a cross between a donut and a croissant. The Nutella is tasty. I have to say it's a bit disappointing because it's kind of hard, especially after eating that donut. It's so fluffy. This almost feels like it's from yesterday or something. I don't know. I kind of expected more like a croissant kind of dough, and it's more like a kind of stale, hard croissant that's not very buttery. I don't know. I'd definitely go for the donuts next time, the normal donuts.
Can't say that I've ever had a cronut before. It really does look like a cross between the two, because it does have these thin little layers of pastry like a croissant would have. And it's got that circular donut hole as well. Ani said that it was a little bit dry, so I got her to heat it up for me because it definitely felt stale just by the touch. This thing has a whole Lotus Biscoff cookie on it as well. All right, let's see. I'm gonna try to get some of the cookie. That is so freaking sweet. I definitely think that it benefited from microwaving it, because it doesn't taste stale at all anymore, actually. You probably should have done that. Maybe you have to give it another go. It's really, really good, actually, but it's so sweet. There's so much Nutella in here, and then in the middle, there's some sort of, I guess, Biscoff caramel in it as well, and then the cookie on top. A little bit too sweet almost, but not bad. I actually do prefer the jelly donut, which is strange, but that was a dang good jelly donut. But this isn't bad.
I do have to say, I feel like Wenzel's is a bit more expensive. Maybe it's because we're at the outskirts of London, but I think it's more expensive than Greg's. But overall, I think they're pretty similar. I think you should just go to both. I can't say which one's better. But this is the end for the breakfast part of this video. Don't turn off yet, because we're gonna come back we're gonna try another unique UK fast food chain for lunch. So see you later. So we're here at our next restaurant for lunchtime, and we came to German Doner Kebab, which is a fairly new fast food chain, I think, in the UK. So let's try it out. So we're at German Doner Kebab, or GDK. This company apparently started in Dubai in 2013 and then was bought by a UK company in 2017 and is now headquartered in Glasgow. And of course it's based on the German Doner Kebab. They say the history can be traced to Berlin in 1989 for this specific company. And obviously I'm from Germany, I grew up with these, and I have to say, when I first had a kebab in the UK, like 14 years ago, I was appalled. Like, no offense, but it was nothing like what I grew up with, and it wasn't very good in my opinion. So when I see this now, I'm actually positively surprised. I did not think this would look legit, and it does look legit. The only thing that's a bit weird is the bread. It's a bit thinner, but it comes with red cabbage, just like it should. It has garlic sauce, it has lettuce, it has meat that looks exactly like I know it, and it has this triangular shaped bread. Apparently they make it in-house here, so I'm excited for this. So good. It just tastes like a kebab in Berlin, to be honest. Like, really? Tastes exactly the same. I didn't get too much red cabbage, but the meat tastes normal. The bread, even though it's thin, it still tastes the same. I'm shocked. And I have to say, if you're from the UK and you've never had a kebab that's not British, you should come to this chain, because in my opinion, I'm biased, but this kind of kebab is the best kebab in the world. So yeah.
Just to clarify, we know that kebabs technically are originally from Turkey, but the kebabs that you get in Turkey are quite different than a German doner kebab. I mean, we did live in Turkey for a bit, so we know all about them, but they're just a completely different thing. We absolutely love both, but German kebabs hold a special place in our heart. So they actually sell hot sauce, which they also make in-house. So I put a little bit of that on my, let's try it. Wow, as Ani said, took the words out of my mouth. Absolutely shocked. I can't believe it's good. I wasn't expecting much. The reviews were kind of mixed online, but this is really good. This is like, I feel like even decent for a German kebab in Germany. So, wow, not bad at all, and especially for a chain. The bread's good, the meat's good, the sauce is good. That hot sauce has a nice kick. Very nice. So our next item is this Dorito Doner Burger, which is very strange, very interesting. Obviously it has a bunch of Doritos inside. It's got this cheesy sauce, and of course the meat. And the meat is actually a mix of chicken and beef. You can either get chicken, beef, or mixed. So we went with mixed. I'm excited to try this. This looks really good. Definitely not something you get in Germany. Wow. This seems like something that a stoner or somebody that was really drunk came up with late one night. They got a kebab, they had some brioche burger buns at home and some Doritos, and they just smushed it all together. The Dorito gives it a nice crunch, and then obviously you have the saltiness from the meat and the cheesiness of the cheese sauce and the Doritos. Really strange combination, but very good.
I didn't really get any Dorito. So weird. This is really, really good. I really love the brioche bun, and you would never get this in Germany. They also have other things like Doner quesadilla, Doner spring rolls. So all these other items, I would love to try the quesadilla because that sounds really interesting, but we can't eat that much today, unfortunately. But yeah, this is very good. The meat is really good quality, and I feel like that's the one thing that can be bad sometimes. Even in Germany, that's kind of what makes or breaks a kebab sometimes. But this meat is good quality. The only thing I want to say is that this is a lot more expensive than in Germany, which makes sense. I think this was almost £8, and I feel like in Germany it's changed recently. It's got more expensive, but maybe you can still find a kebab for half that price, so it's still pretty good.
That was absolutely amazing, but we are super stuffed right now, so we're gonna take some time, recover a little bit, and then we'll see you back later for supper for a place that's considered a bit of an institution here in the UK. But that's it for now. See you later. It is now dinner time and we are here at Wimpy. This is kind of an old school style fast food chain that's been around for, I guess, 90 years. We actually learned about this through some other YouTubers and we're extremely excited to check it out because it looks quite cool. So let's see what they have to offer. So we are now at Wimpy, which if you are from the UK, you most likely know this fast food chain. Although I heard that it's more popular maybe with the older generations because it's been around for quite a long time. It actually originated in Bloomington in Indiana in America over 90 years ago, but it became very popular for some reason here in the UK. And it actually had chains all over the world, in Asia, the Middle East, West Germany, and even South Africa. But apparently it's faded a little bit in recent years in popularity, and it's even fading a little bit in the UK, and there's not as many locations left as there used to be. But we're super excited to try this. Again, we actually saw Beard Meats Food do a video on this as well, and it made us very excited because he ate almost the entire menu, and it looks really good. So the first item we have is a milkshake, and I guess this is a salted caramel milkshake, but you can add anything else that you want to it. So Anya decided to add Oreo bits on top. It comes with this really retro looking red straw that you would see in an American diner. And this whole place in general looks like you step back in time to a 50s diner in the States. So pretty cool. So thick.
That's what's called thick shake.
It is dang thick. Wow. That's really, really good. It definitely reminds me of a classic milkshake that you get in North America. I'm from Canada, so I'm definitely used to milkshakes. It is very milky, very frothy, but at the same time, super thick and definitely very sweet. You definitely taste that salted caramel.
Yum. So nowadays, Wimpy actually has its headquarters in South Africa and is still over 400 branches there. Well, there's only 60 something here in the UK, I think. So it seems to be still super popular there, which is quite interesting. Let's start with the cheeseburger. We got a regular cheeseburger. Comes with onions, a tomato, and then you can put your sauce on top yourself, and obviously it has cheese. The bun's really interesting. It almost looks like a roll, like not like a normal burger bun. Very, very interesting. It's very different from McDonald's or Burger King. It's nothing like that. The meat is a bit strange, and the bun is actually super fluffy. It's yummy though. Tastes fresh. And of course you have to try the fries, chips. We got some Wimpy special sauce. I like the sauce. And the fries are good. Tastes very fresh.
Chips. Right.
I'm sorry, I will never remember. Chips. The chips are very good.
So what's interesting about Wimpy is that you don't actually order like combinations or anything. Like you don't save money if you order a side and a drink together. Everything is paid for separately. But we decided to order a couple different sides anyways because they had a couple different interesting ones. Obviously they have Wimpy chips, but they also have onion rings and mozzarella sticks, which we're very excited about. But of course, first I have to try the Wimpy Cheeseburger. Ani was thinking that maybe it tasted a little bit like a frozen patty that you get at the grocery store, but I disagree. I actually think it tastes like real hamburger meat.
Yeah, or that.
Yeah, maybe you're so used to fast food meat tasting weird that it actually tastes like real meat. It actually says here that is 100% British beef. Tastes good to me. It definitely tastes a little bit like a diner burger, which is surprising. It is fast food, but not bad quality at all. As I said, we also ordered some other sides. We got the chips, but we also got onion rings. And onion rings are definitely one of my favorite sides at fast food restaurants, but it's not necessarily always as common. Let me dip it in this Wimpy sauce as well. Yeah, those onion rings are not bad at all. I really am interested to see you try them because they're very squishy, very chewy. They're not like any other onion ring I've had before. Like usually onion rings are very crispy and you always pull out the onion. These are like bouncy. It's a little bit strange, but they're still really good.
I think these look a little bit like squid rings.
Calamari?
Calamari, yeah.
Yeah, they're so thick.
They're okay, but I feel like there's no onion in there. It's one of those where the onion is all minced, which is not my favorite. I like onion rings that are real.
I guess that explains why it didn't pull out when I bit it.
Yeah.
So another thing that we definitely had to order was the Bendy Cheese, because apparently this thing has been on the menus since the 50s, maybe since the beginning. I assume not in America, but since it existed in the UK at least. It looks like it's just a sausage cut up so that it can be made into this circular shape. This also comes with a bunch of onions, tomato, and melted cheese. And it seems like the burgers don't come with any condiments on them. So I wonder if you get takeout, if you have to choose what sauces you put on as well. But they come naked. So again, I'm just gonna dip this into a little bit of mayonnaise, ketchup, and wimpy sauce. All right, first time having a sausage burger at a fast food restaurant, but here we go. I don't even know what to say. It's so interesting. It's not a sausage. It's not quite a hot dog either. It's like some weird in between, but it's really good and unexpected from a fast food place. I definitely am happy that we got this. I was a bit worried, but it's definitely worth a try.
I thought this was like a hot dog, so I'm surprised that you said it's not.
It's like a weird in between.
I like it. It's pretty good. I think this is a lot of people's favorite, especially because I think a lot of kids used to eat this. I just want to like try the sausage on its own. It is kind of like a hot dog, but a bit harder. Pretty good.
Does anybody else like to dip their fries into their milkshakes, or is that just me? Because it's definitely a thing in North America to dip your fries into your Frosty or your McFlurry. Only some people do it though.
No. Another item we got, which I think is a classic, is the fried chicken wrap. And we got it with Wimpy special sauce. And it basically just has fried chicken fingers and tomato and lettuce and the sauce. And onions, I think. Chicken is very crispy. Honestly, this reminds me a lot just of a McDonald's fried snack wrap. Because I mean, it doesn't have anything else. And the fried chicken is very nice and crispy. Pretty good.
Not bad at all. As Ani said, it's a pretty typical fried chicken wrap. I definitely think the chicken is better quality than something that you get in like a snack wrap at McDonald's. Maybe not as good as the premium wraps at McDonald's, but still pretty good. For a fast food chicken wrap, not bad. Pretty average though. Our final Wimpy's fast food item for the day is these mozzarella sticks. So these were one of the options for sides. You could either get 4 or 6 sticks. Let's see how they compare to some other fast food chains. Well, no cheese pull.
Well, I mean, it's a bit late. We waited.
Let's see.
I'm not eating.
Oh.
Yeah, they probably would have been if we hadn't waited so long.
It was a mistake to save these for the last as a side, because obviously the cheese gets harder the longer you wait, and we ate this last, so that's on us. Not bad for mozzarella stick. I always prefer to dip my mozzarella sticks in like marinara or something like that, but they're not bad at all. Frozen mozzarella sticks, something you get at the grocery store.
There's a lot of cheese in here. It's kind of jam-packed with cheese. I don't know if it's real cheese. It kind of tastes like mushed up cheese, not like real mozzarella, but still pretty good. And overall, I think it's pretty surprising. I think the bread is really good, which I didn't think from the photos. And I also really like the special Wimpy sauce. It's kind of sad that the Wimpys are going away slowly. They do have a lot of desserts here as well, which we are not gonna try apart from the milkshake. They have loads of sundaes, so I think if we came back, we would try those next time.
We had an absolutely amazing time here at Wimpy, but we are so stuffed right now after all this food. It's definitely worth a visit. It's really cool. I love the retro vibe. I also love that they have some interesting items like the cheesy bendy, which obviously I've never seen at any restaurant before. But that is not it for this video, because we have one last stop and we're gonna get some dessert, so stay tuned. So of course you can't make a fast food video without including the king of all fast foods. So here we are at McDonald's. We're actually here to try a couple special items. It's actually Easter right now, so they have a couple different Easter items on the menu. And what I have right here is a Hot Cross Buns Latte and a Hot Cross Buns Pie. We also got one additional item, which Anya will show you in a minute. Let's try this coffee out. That is so sweet. It's really, really good. This tastes like something that you get at Starbucks. Definitely doesn't taste like something I'd get at McDonald's. I don't even know what that flavor is. I wouldn't say that it's cinnamon or anything like that. It's just very sweet. Yeah, what's in a hot cross bun? Doesn't taste like raisins, doesn't taste like bread, so I don't know exactly how you make a latte taste like a hot cross bun, but it just tastes like a very sugary, sweet coffee drink, but it's really good. Well, let's see what this tastes like. This is an easier comparison for a hot cross bun, I guess. That is so unique. Okay, I know this is gonna sound strange, but somehow this does taste bready. It also has, like, I guess some sort of maybe raisin jam inside or something like that. It actually does remind me of a hot cross bun, somehow. Wouldn't say this does so much, but this does. Really, really good, actually. And some very interesting items from McDonald's that you could definitely only expect here in the UK.
It's delicious. It tastes like cinnamon, raisin, and the white stuff is like butter. So it actually tastes like a buttered hot cross bun. I actually want to try this coffee. I don't drink coffee, but it's good for coffee if you don't like coffee. The other item we have is a McFlurry, which is cream egg flavored. I don't really like cream eggs. I think the inside is kind of not so nice, kind of gross. So Brandon wanted me to try this. I would never choose this. But maybe with the ice cream it's better. There's like loads of orange stuff, like egg yolk. Let's try it out. It's okay. It's like that, the inside of a cream egg in a McFlurry.
Yes, that is literally what it is.
So I don't really like it that much, but I think it is better than the actual cream egg because of the ice cream. But yeah, very good. Obviously, there's lots of items at McDonald's that we probably should show or could show. We've been to McDonald's in the UK and we love McDonald's in the UK. We recently had like chicken fingers and they were like amazing. And also, I think it's a lot cheaper here than, for example, in Germany. McDonald's, pretty good in the UK.
I love Cadbury cream eggs, so screw Anya. Has that nostalgic Cadbury cream egg taste from my childhood around Easter time. Yeah, I don't think you'd ever find something like this in Canada. I could be wrong, but I love these limited edition items that they have here in the UK. The hot cross buns latte, the hot cross bun pie, and this, all really cool and a great way to end this UK fast food tour. Not bad at all.
So we're done with our fast food day. We're so full. Everything was pretty good. I would not recommend doing a day of only eating fast food because then you're gonna end up in a food coma like us and it's not nice. We even have some leftovers from Wimpy though, so we can continue tomorrow.
But that is it for this video, so if you liked it, please give it a like, write us a comment, and by far the most important thing is to hit that subscribe button. But for now, that is it for this video, and we'll see you all in the next one. Bye!